If I had to describe my house in one word, it'd be character. There's a lot that makes up this house. It's not one piece, and I think everywhere you look, there's something that will speak to you or won't. We thought we bought a house that we could just move right into, and that was our plan.
The previous owner had decorated really well.
Yeah.
And then once the furniture was
out.
gone.
When we came in to do our inspection, we realized that it was a little raw. Before we knew it, we were kind of gutting the entire house and redoing it, which took about 6 months.
We did some things that were a little bit more bold, I guess you would say, and I think that was a little bit of my influence, like this room, for example, the color.
But we both have made most of the decisions together in this house.
Carlo collects antiques.
It's kind of a hobby.
Yeah, it's a hobby that's become our whole life, basically, and I love it too.
I really love searching for vintage pieces. Laura has been exposed to that through me. I'd have to coax her with an early morning Caesar to get on the field at 6 a.m. But I mean, it started with realizing that there's this wealth of product and furniture and things that were created 20, 50, 100 years ago that are amazing things. We never really go out with a plan. When we go out looking for a specific piece, it's really tough to find that coffee table or something. So we just go out with an open mind and are really excited to see what we'll see. And sometimes it's just about having a laugh over some random items that you can't believe exist.
We buy things all the time and have to run around like to each room to figure out where is the best place for it.
Yeah.
And things can live in one space for a long time, and then we actually will find a new spot for it. So
Laura came up with a rule a while ago that for every new piece we brought into the house, we had to remove one just to avoid the clutter. And that's worked out for us, yeah. Well, for me, I think it comes from working with the Drake. Like, I've exposed to this level of design and designers who execute this level of design. That's my inspiration. Like, growing up, I mean, we had a unique house, but it was kind of traditional. Your parents have a lot of interesting
they like to collect
pieces.
things.
Yeah, artwork.
Yeah, art and roosters and things, but I wouldn't say it comes from growing up.
My inspiration comes from good design. I don't like only modern. I don't like only the 20s or the 30s or the 40s. I kind of like everything.
I think it's developed over time
and our travels. We love to travel, looking at design everywhere and taking that inspiration and bringing it into our home.
Like, you'll see when we're, in New York or wherever we're traveling, Carlo will always be taking pictures of things. Even upstairs where we have our glass walls. That had to have come from you being in a store or a hotel or something and having that inspiration.
There are many pieces in our place that, whether it's a story of where we found it or how we decided to incorporate it, like this table, for example. We didn't really think this would work in our house, and it was big, and then the lady who owned the store said to us, if that thing has any chance of working in your room, take it. And
we both carried this in.
Yeah, and then we carried this one in. It's pretty heavy. And then we realized it's an amazing piece, and we'll often feed our kids right here on the table. Working on this house, it was probably the first project that I've ever done where I was kind of the lead and I could make the decisions with Laura, and it was the most fun I've ever had. So I'm really looking forward to our next project.
I think right now we're okay. I think if we have another child, then we'll have to think about getting a bigger house. But for now, we're really happy here.